Hello, fellow ICPs. This is Heidi Higgins of CICPO coming to you on this wonderful afternoon. As many of you have already heard through the grapevine, Bill 66 has passed, and with that passage means that there are now changes to the CCEYA, changes for ICPs that we can all celebrate. Specifically, those changes are an ICP can now have 3 children under the age of 2, no longer restricted to 2 children under 2, but 3 under 2. And I know that that's going to be a huge relief to many of us. It will definitely open up our spaces. Many of us have had to turn away lots of families because of the age restriction. So that's a cause for great celebration. In addition, providers own a child who is 3 years and 8 months of age in September will no longer count in her numbers. Therefore, in the past, when you've had to count your child who is 4 or 5 years of age in your cap of 5, that is no longer the case. Those children do not count in your numbers anymore. You are back to having 5 full spaces without having to count your 4 and 5-year-old children. And there are no other restrictions under that. It's not required that you have only 1 child under 2. Okay? We expect that these changes will go to Royal Assent in June and become law September 1st. So don't run out and fill your space with another child under the age of 24 months just yet. We do have to wait for it to be on the books, and we suspect that it will be sometime around September. But you can start booking those interviews now and certainly begin celebrating. However, there's a caution here. This was a very hard won fight. We have been fighting for 6 years. We fought for years against the proposed changes, and we've been fighting for years to create this new legislation. The Liberal Party and the NDP Party are completely against these changes. If any of you have been following the debate on the Legislative Assembly channel, you'll have seen the kind of vitriol that we are used to hearing about our sector. It's vitally important that everybody remain in compliance with the law. And if you know of any provider who is not in compliance, it's imperative that you make a report, because if the Liberals should come back into power at the next election, they will do everything they can to reverse this new legislation. They are not happy about the fact that this legislation has changed to our benefit. So we really need to keep our noses clean and make sure that every provider we know is doing the same thing, because anything that we provide the Liberals or the NDPs with will just give them fodder for their argument when they come back. We need to make sure everybody is in compliance, follow the regulations to a T, and look out for other providers. And it could be that they're just misinformed or ignorant of legislation, and therefore it's your job and your responsibility to ensure that they are informed and following the law. We do see posts on Facebook about people complaining about providers who have way over their cap, and we do encourage you to report those providers. They're doing everybody a disservice. They're risking the safety of children, and they're doing a disservice to our sector. It's more important than ever that we remain together, that we are bound together, and that we help each other in order to ensure that this goes through safely, smoothly, and remains in place in the future. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else that we need to talk about. I hope that answers most of your questions. We're seeing a lot of questions about how quickly you can fill those spaces and whether there are any other restrictions. That's most of the information. We will get more updates from the Minister's office. As soon as we have updates, we will post them for you. And if you have any other really specific questions that we haven't covered here, then you can feel free to post the question on our Facebook page. But I do encourage you to read what other people have posted first to see if your question has already been answered, because you can imagine we are getting overwhelmed by all of the questions. We're really enjoying your enthusiasm, and we're certainly celebrating with you. So everybody have a great day. Celebrate. It's been a hard-won battle, but it has been won. Congratulations to everybody, most especially I want to thank my fellow CICPO executive members, everybody who started this journey and has completed this journey. Thank you so much for all of you. You all made this change happen. Have a great afternoon.